Hi, my name is Dominic Luby, and my paper that I did on this class, PEP360, was about motivation and practice has a positive impact on performance. The main motivations are intrinsic versus extrinsic motivation. Intrinsic motivation is like personal goals and how people want to make them feel good about themselves, about doing the task, and is it right? Like helping an old lady across the street and helping her with her groceries would be the right thing to do. Extrinsic motivation is when you're gaining something like money or um, other extrinsics. So, like my example would be me getting a grade for this PowerPoint and hopefully doing well at it. And then motivation can also be impacted by someone or someone else can try to motivate you, like a parent, coach, or teacher. So, like, they can help you motivate yourself to do well in this class. So, motivation. Not only does motivation come just from within us, but teachers, parents, coaches, and people outside can motivate us to perform better. I used to study was to see if a female teacher can impact female students to try to encourage them to go into STEM field majors into college. Um, They found a competent female instructor has not only the capacity to serve as a role model, but also the ability to communicate the idea that there is a place for females in STEM. And then the study found that there is a correct positive correlation in which female students were more motivated and were more encouraged and had they would answer and ask more questions if the instructor was a female. Motivation at the workplace also can be seen. Intrinsic reward basically deals with the satisfaction of employee to his jobs emerging out of the pleasure of working that he experiences in a good organization that rewards him for his job. The study found that if you blend in good training techniques and some intrinsic and extrinsic reward, the employee's performance would increase. So, um, basically, having a good environment for employees and motivation, also money helps a lot. That would help them do better and want to succeed in the job training. And then practice, the way is someone uses to work, gain knowledge, or make something a habit. Repetition is the best way to remember and learn material, technique, and others. So like repetition obviously helps a lot, especially in like this class in school. If you go over the material multiple times, you'll hopefully memorize it better. The transfer of information is from the short-term memory to long-term, and then being able to recall the information from long-term memory is also called working memory, and that's how you perform on test taking, is you're recalling information from long-term, or if you cram study, you're trying to recall stuff from short-term memory. A study was found on practice was chess players who practice every day would be better. The study was looking for to see if chess players who practice every day would be better at people who take periods of time between playing chess. Schmidt's study found that there is a positive relationship between accumulated hours of deliberate practice and excellent performance. And so, in other words, the more you practice and do the repetitions, the better you'll be in what sports or activities you're partaking in. How it relates to learning is motivation and practice relate to learning by a couple reasons. One is understanding the concepts and ideas by doing repetition to memorize information and be able to perform it on whether it is a test or competition. If you, as an individual, is motivated, whatever the means, you're wanting to learn the material, and if they find it interesting, they will want to learn it as well. So basically, if the person is motivated, whether it be intrinsic or extrinsic, and if they find it interesting, they're wanting to learn. They're wanting to learn the material, and then repetition helps a lot to learn material, and also is very, very key. My question is, what has more of an impact on performance, motivation, or practice? If motivation is your answer, do you think intrinsic or extrinsic plays a bigger role? And here are my references.